Chapter 22. Thank you for the gift of nature. Please read it. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Feng Yao's eyes narrowed, he stopped Tiger Roar and looked in the direction pointed by Xiao Wu. Sure enough, they saw a man with a sloppy face, unshaven beard, and short hair wearing a black robe. It was Yu Xiaogang. I saw a white unknown object stuck on Yu Xiaogang's forehead, which looked quite funny. He held a small cloth bag in his left hand. Feng Yao could see Yu Xiaogang's right hand taking out gold coins from time to time, with a smile on his face, like a wrinkled chrysanthemum. Apparently he had just returned from receiving the subsidy from Wuhuan Palace. Xiao Wu, wait for me here. I'll go out for a while and be back soon. Seeing this, Feng Yao found a place, placed Xiao Wu down, and ordered at the same time, without waiting for Xiao Wu to reply, Feng Yao disappeared in front of Xiao Wu and secretly and quickly chased in the direction of Yu Xiaogang, so fast. Xiao Wu blinked her beautiful eyes, which shone with surprise. At the same time, her cerebellum suddenly exploded, and she recalled the route she had just taken. Xiao Wu stood there, her big pink eyes rolled, the corners of her mouth raised, revealing a wicked smile. It seems. I'm going to catch you. Jie jie jie. Yu Xiaogang came from the direction of Wuhuan Palace. If that was what he thought, thank you for the gift of nature. Feng Yao was already dressed up here, with a black hood on his head, exposing his mouth and nose. He was hanging tightly behind Yu Xiaogang, and his hands were already in his arms. Feng Yao couldn't help but become anxious when he saw that Yu Xiaogang was heading towards the academy. Just after Yu Xiaogang walked a long distance and there was no one around, he passed by an alley. Feng Yaoyin had quick hands and a lot of soul power attached to his feet. He suddenly exploded and his figure disappeared in an instant. In an instant, he appeared there. Behind Yu Xiaogang, he jumped and put the black bag in his arms that had been prepared for a long time on Yu Xiaogang's head. Who? Feeling the sound of wind coming from behind, Yu Xiaogang's hair stood on end. He instinctively wanted to turn around to see what was going on, but he felt a blackness on his head. Seeing this, I felt bad. Just when I was about to summon my martial spirit, I felt a pain in my abdomen. My eyes covered by the hood bulged. I coughed out a large mouthful of blood. The hood was instantly soaked in blood. Jie jie jie. Feng Yao lowered his voice and sneered. He covered Yu Xiaogang's foul mouth, quickly removed Yu Xiaogang's arms, and covered Yu Xiaogang's arms with rags. Wrapping him around to prevent him from summoning his martial spirit, he then dragged Yu Xiaogang's body into the alley. Woo! Yu Xiaogang continued to struggle, his legs kept kicking back and forth on the ground, his arms were drooped on the ground, and he made a sound full of panic in his mouth. Yu Xiaogang, if you move again, believe it or not, I will destroy your soul power. Even if you disobey His Majesty the Pope's order. Feng Yao's disguised low voice sounded and reached Yu Xiaogang's ears. When Yu Xiaogang heard this, his body trembled for a moment, and he stopped struggling because he had already guessed in his heart and was a little afraid. It turned out to be sent by that woman. The most poisonous woman has a heart. She has already fled to a small town on the border. Why won't she let him go? Moreover, she actually knows that I am in Nodding City, and she has been monitoring me. She is so heartless. No, judging from what this man said just now, he probably didn't come to kill me. Could it be that the mistress was exposed? After thinking about it crazily, Yu Xiaogang couldn't help but feel panicked. Tang San was an important person in his life, his future success is related to his reputation and the restoration of his dignity. Nothing can happen to Tang San. Thump! Coming to a slightly dark corner of the alley, Feng Yao quietly armed himself, threw Yu Xiaogang to the ground, clenched his hands into fists, and greeted Yu Xiaogang fiercely without saying a word. It's not important to say harsh words, what's important is to be ruthless. After giving Yu Xiaogang another beating, he suddenly felt much relieved. After searching his body, he finally found a bracelet-like storage soul guide on his wrist, and Feng Yao smiled. Wouldn't it be a waste of time to do something evil without robbing wealth? In the blink of an eye, an extra bracelet soul guide appeared in Feng Yao's hand, and his soul power penetrated to check the items inside. After a moment, Feng Yao frowned slightly. he directly took out all the belongings in the soul guide, casually threw the storage soul guide on the ground, turned to look at Yu Xiaogang who was in pain but couldn't scream. Feng Yao lowered his voice and said coldly, "If it weren't for the Pope explained, Hearing Feng Yao's cold voice, Yu Xiaogang's body couldn't stop trembling. "Yu Xiaogang, please remember that all your actions are under the control of my Wuhuan palace. We all know everything about you. If you dare to go to the soul-hunting forest again, be careful, I will catch you and imprison you so that you will never think about running around again in this life and causing trouble for me." That when Yu Xiaogang heard this, he couldn't help but start thinking wildly in his heart, and his trembling body paused. So, is this what it looks like? Yu Xiaogang's head was spinning crazily. Was it because he didn't want to put himself in danger, so the guy sent by that woman treated him like this and warned him? She still has me in her heart, but why is it so heavy-handed? Yu Xiaogang, who felt pain everywhere in his body, only felt anger burning in his heart. Unfortunately, the anger didn't last long before it was stopped by the sound of an eggshell breaking. Feng Yao indifferently lifted his leg from between Yu Xiaogang's legs. "Now that it's like this, why don't we kill him directly? Anyway, we have decided to go against Tang San. Although this Yu Xiaogang is useless, he is also quite disgusting. However, it seems to be a good idea to let him spend the rest of his life in pain, confusion, hatred, and despair in the future. If this guy is really dead, what if that crazy woman, Pope Bibi Dong of Wuhuan Palace, knows that Yu Xiaogang is dead, and would rather kill by mistake and massacre the city because of this? After all, the soul-hunting operation destroyed so many sects, and established the Wuhuan Empire and killed so many people. It is true that Feng Yao can achieve the goal of killing thousands of people, but in Bibi Dong's eyes, human life is indeed as trivial and not worth mentioning. Yu Xiaogang, just spend your life in confusion and pain." Thinking like this, Feng Yao swung out a punch that contained a lot of soul power, and suddenly hit Yu Xiaogang's lower abdomen where the dantian was. Looking at Yu Xiaogang who had passed out, Feng Yao took a few steps back and rolled out from the end of the alley. Seeing no one, Feng Yao waved his hand, and Tiger Roar Flash appeared in the field. After a sudden change in Tiger Roar Flash, the shape of Tiger Roar Flash was completely different from before, floating in the air, and then locked on Feng Yao's back. Boom! Chapter 23. You don't want people to know that it was you who beat Yu Xiaogang, right? You are listening at novelfull.audio. After a while, Feng Yao returned to the place where Xiao Wu had been placed before, and his eyes found Xiao Wu's figure. Feng Yao untied the flash on his back in mid-air and fell from the air, sonorous. The sound of armor scraping against the ground suddenly sounded. Xiao Wu, who turned her back to Feng Yao and secretly gasped for air, had an inexplicable look on her face. Startled, she turned her head in a panic, and when she saw it was Feng Yao, her expression became even more nervous. Feng Yao's expression condensed when he saw this. "You." But as soon as Feng Yao said a word, Xiao Wu backed away, waved his hands, and shook his head without clearing his mind and said, "I didn't see you beating Tang San's teacher, no." After saying the words, Xiao Wu immediately lowered his head and his face turned red. "You know this matter and I know it. If anyone else knows that this matter is related to me, I will." Feng Yao walked up to Xiao Wu, put his fist in Xiao Wu's sight, and squeezed it. "Sound. I didn't have this idea. You think I rarely know about it?" Xiao Wu said, pretending to be calm. At this moment, Xiao Wu suddenly felt a flash of inspiration in his mind, and moved his face slightly closer to Feng Yao, smiling slyly. "Feng Yao, you don't want others to know that Yu Xiaogang was beaten by you, right?" Feng Yao tilted his head when he heard this, his face full of confusion. "Isn't this Xiao Wu also a time traveler? Now it's obvious that I'm threatening you, okay? I won't be able to fix your sudden infection." Feng Yao gently slapped Xiao Wu on the head and said with fierce eyes, "How dare you threaten me?" After a while, Xiao Wu walked in front, rubbing her buttocks with a sad look on her face. "Unexpectedly, I just took a look, ran back in time, and was discovered." Feng Yao followed behind silently, with a wooden stick in his hand. In the evening, the setting sun gradually sets in the west, and the afterglow fills the earth. The sky was dyed with a touch of orange-red warmth, as if the whole world was covered with a golden cloak. "Hey, Feng Yao, can you please find out more next time before coming out?" On the streets of Nodding City, Feng Yao, who had a helpless look on his face, heard Xiao Wu's resentful words behind him and said in a depressed voice, "How did I know that there would be no great soul fighting arena in Nodding City? Only the main city can have such a thing as the great soul fighting arena, and I only know about it. I don't care, you wasted my whole afternoon, you have to make it up to me." Xiao Wu raised her head and said unreasonably, "Please, I didn't ask you to follow me." Feng Yao spread his hands and didn't want to buy it. Hearing this, Xiao Wu's face showed a cunning look, and she rushed towards Feng Yao. "Don't make trouble." Feng Yao frowned and dodged quickly to prevent Xiao Wu from getting a chance to stick to him and stalk him. The two quickly walked to the gate of Nodding City College. Feng Yao, who had lost the goal of the great soul fighting arena, no longer wanted to use flash to rush on his way. As soon as Feng Yao and Xiao Wu returned to the academy, they saw Tang San leading Wang Sheng and others hurriedly walking towards this side, followed by a teacher. Feng Yao had met that teacher. He was a great healing soul master in the college. "Hurry up! Hurry up!" Tang San ran at the front, leading everyone towards the entrance of the academy. Feng Yao walked away silently. He had already guessed why Tang San and his group were so anxious and where they were going. If nothing goes as expected, Tang San should have discovered Yu Xiaogang's tragic situation, and naturally he didn't want to get involved, but Xiao Wu was different. She liked liveliness by nature, so she thought something important had happened and there was a good show to watch. She quickly walked over, stopped Wang Sheng and asked, "What are you doing?" "Sister Xiao Wu." Wang Sheng glanced at Tang San and saw that he had no intention of stopping him, so he leaned closer and whispered, "Just now Tang San told me that he found his teacher Yu Xiaogang being beaten up in an alley. Done, now he is seriously injured and unconscious. I really don't know who it is, but he dares to beat up a great soul master in public. He really doesn't take the Nodding City Patrol Guard seriously. It's so arrogant." Hearing this, Xiao Wu raised her hand to cover her mouth, her eyes widened, looking incredulous, but she still felt uneasy in her heart. Feng Yao, who was not far away, saw Xiao Wu's appearance, and his expression became a little incomprehensible. He also heard Wang Sheng's words and sighed in his heart, "Can Tang San encounter this? Is it such a coincidence? And this Xiao Wu, is he so good at acting?" After Xiao Wu asked clearly, she stopped blocking the road and let Wang Sheng leave. "Little dance." Feng Yao's faint voice brought Xiao Wu back to her senses. She raised her eyes when she heard the sound, and she happened to be looking at Feng Yao. "Don't worry, I won't be shy about saying it, huh?" Xiao Wu turned her head, walked past Feng Yao as if she was angry, and left straight away. Night, in Yu Xiaogang's room. At this time, Yu Xiaogang was lying on the bed wailing. Tang San was sitting beside the bed with an extremely ugly expression, and there were also the academy's dean, Blake, and the great healing soul master that Feng Yao had seen during the day. "Teacher Yan, how is Xiaogang's health?" Dean Black looked at the great healing soul master and asked. Teacher Yan sighed, put away his martial soul healing scepter, shook his head helplessly, and said softly, "Dean, I'm sorry for my incompetence. The master has been broken, and now such a long time has passed. Due to the lack of time, the treatment was not very timely, and the yolk may have fallen apart. I can at most help Master heal most of his injuries, but for the rest, I can't do anything." Seeing this, Dean Black frowned deeply. Yu Xiaogang, who was still looking at Teacher Yan expectantly, felt a burst of despair when he saw this. In despair, he yelled at Teacher Yan, "This is impossible. You are lying, right? You must be lying. My brothers haven't used it on them yet, how could it be useless? You bastard, useless, quack, I'll kill you." Yu Xiaogang was like the incarnation of a fierce ghost. Regardless of his injuries, he raised his hand to grab Teacher Yan. Tang San also had a cold expression on his face, staring at Teacher Yan with cold eyes. Teacher Yan was caught off guard by what suddenly happened in front of him, but he still relied on his instinctive reaction to dodge and kicked him out. "What?" Yu Xiaogang let out a scream and collapsed on the bed. His whole body was weak, his eyes were empty and full of despair, but he suddenly started coughing continuously. As he coughed, Dean Black's ugly face became even more gloomy. "Teacher Yan, don't be angry," Xiaogang was also impulsive. Humph, after all, the person speaking in front of him was still his boss. Teacher Yan did not dare to blame Yu Xiaogang anymore. He snorted coldly, bowed his hand to Dean Black, turned around and left Yu Xiaogang's room. Ugh. The room fell silent for a while, with only Dean Black's sigh left. Xiaogang, please show your condolences.